welcome to the big one. It's the delayed Masters betting preview. Pushed back from April due to the pandemic. We are here for the first November Masters at Augusta National. First, just a reminder, of course, that just a couple of weeks ago, we landed a 200 to 1 winner with Brian Gay at the Bermuda Championship. Now, I hope plenty of you were on him as I posted the tip on Twitter. Hopefully some of you got on and it will have given you plenty of Masters ammo for this week. But now to this week's final major of the year. It's the big one, and Bryson DeChambeau is the 8 to 1 favourite. But is he any value to land back-to-back majors? Not for me. I'm going to be taking him on. And my main selection this week is Jon Rahm at 10 to 1. The world number 2 looks a major winner in waiting, and I think he gets off the mark this week in Georgia. He tied for second on his last start at the Zozo Championship when the Spaniard led the field for greens in regulation. And he really has a strong record at Augusta National. In only 3 appearances, he's finished no worse than 27th. He was 4th 2 years ago and 9th last year. Augusta National sets up perfectly for the powerful Spaniard, and it's also a strong time of year for him. He's already picked up 2 victories in November, both came in Dubai. He's clearly comfortable at this time of the year, and his stats this season are highly impressive. He's won twice since golf resumed at the start of the summer, and he ranks 3rd for strokes gained off the tee this season and 5th for total driving. All the talk has been about Bryson DeChambeau overpowering the course, but let's not forget about world number 2 Jon Rahm. He's my main bet at 10 to 1. Next best is Xander Schauffele, another major specialist at 14 to 1. One of the most consistent major performers, Schauffele, in only his 2nd appearance at the Masters last year, finished runners-up to Tiger Woods. He has a brilliant record in Georgia. At the nearby Tour Championship, he won this tournament in 2017, and this year he shot the lowest 4-round total at Eastlake. Xander Schauffele has been playing exceptionally consistent, stretching back to the summer. He's finished inside the top 25 in his last 11 events. He was also 2nd recently at the CJ Cup in Las Vegas as he was pipped by maiden winner Jason Kokrak. This season, Schauffele ranks 4th for scoring average and 5th for birdie average. He appears to be peaking. It's inevitable he'll get off the mark in a major. I think it could easily come this week. And just like Jon Rahm, Schauffele merits strong support at 14 to 1. I'll go with one more selection from towards the top of the market, and that's Brooks Koepka at 16 to 1. Who can forget about the major winning machine? The American has won 4 of his last 11 major championships. And incredibly, last year, he finished inside the top 5 at all 4 majors. He has been troubled by injuries this year, and it's seen him tumble out of the world's top 10, but I think he can get back on track this week. He recently returned from a hip injury in the last few weeks, and in his 2nd start back last weekend, he closed with back-to-back rounds of 65 for a tie for 5th at the Houston Open. That was really timely form, and I feel Koepka could be peaking this week. His putting was superb last week in Texas, and he'll bring that confidence with him. His long game was also vastly improved over the weekend. He's fiercely motivated by the biggest events, and he thrives under the heat of the pressure. The fact that his fierce rival DeChambeau landed his first major in the last one at the US Open will have not gone down well with him, and Koepka will be determined to set the record straight. He won't like the fact that all the talk and publicity has been surrounding DeChambeau, and at twice the price of the favourite at 8 to 1, Koepka looks excellent value towards the head of the market. At 16 to 1 each way, Koepka can land his first green jacket. At slightly bigger odds, I'll go with Matthew Wolff at 40 to 1. This is a huge talent The 21-year-old American has made a stunning start to life in the majors. On his debut, he finished 4th at the PGA Championship this summer, and he led going into the final round of the US Open. DeChambeau pipped him with a superb final round performance at Winged Foot, but second place with Wolf was another tremendous effort. Don't forget, this is a player who won the 3M Open last year in just his 4th PGA Tour event. There's been huge hype surrounding Wolf, and he looks like he is living up to it already. Don't rule out challenging for a green jacket on his first appearance at Augusta National. He's one of the most powerful players on the planet, and his game looks tailor-made for Augusta National with his power taking apart the 4 par 5s. My final selection this week for the Masters is my outsider at 80-1, Cameron Smith. The Australian is running into form at just the right time. He won the Sony Open in Hawaii back at the start of the year, and his form nosedived after that. But he has slowly crept towards top gear, and his last few events he appears to be peaking. 4th place most recently at the Zozo Championship was a highly creditable performance. It's worth noting that Smith often plays well at this time of year. He's used to going back and competing on home turf in Australia, and his best results have come in November and December. This is a player also that's made all of his cuts at Augusta National, and he was 5th in the 2018 Masters, so we know he can play well here. He may lack the punch off the tee, but the short game wizard has got the touch on and around the greens to compete with the favourites this week. Smith looks an outsider worth following. A quick recap then on those bets, and we have John Rahm at 10-1, my main selection, followed by Xander Schauffele, Brooks Koepka at 16s, Matthew Wolff at 40-1, and then finally Cameron Smith at 80-1. Good luck with all your bets for this week. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for all my latest updates and picks. And best of luck with your selections this week. Enjoy the golf. I'm sure it'll be worth the wait, and hopefully we can pick out the Masters champion on Sunday afternoon. Best of luck.